So this is my garlic harvest for the year. Hello and welcome back to my garden shed. So today I'm counting my garlic. It's time to see how much I got, and I'm going to be doing something with mushrooms, which is going to be an entirely new thing. So stick around. Let's see how well my garlic harvest did. I have a fair bit of bulbs, but the real question is, how good are the cloves? You just got to keep peeling away some of the outer skin. It does develop a fair bit of rugged skin on the outside. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find a way to set the camera. So here's my garlic. I think I've left it way too long. That one's just rotted away. You remember from last year's video about the garlic that this is about the size of the clove I usually get. This year I'm not doing so good on garlic, I don't think. This one was typical of last year's harvest. Nice and big. Skins are nice and dried out. I'm not trying to strip all of the skins off. I will do that for the ones that I'm going to take in the house for cooking, but some of these are going to be planted. And the ones that are planted, you really don't want to peel all the skins off of. See, this one all the skins come off, and you see the rot on the bottom. So that's not so good. That one will definitely be cooked, because I can cut off the bad part. I've definitely left it too long. I should have processed these this way probably a few weeks, maybe even a month ago. Small cloves on that one. The skins are getting very dusty. This is one that probably won't give me anything. The clove there is dried out altogether, past usefulness. See the rot? The rot is starting on the root ball end. I get one good clove out of that. Now, to be clear, some of these garlic come out of the ground looking not much better than this. Not bad. The cloves are still nice and firm. If nothing else, I can use these for seeds. They're not a bad size, but I would rather larger seeds. The thing that I understand, which might be wrong, is that the larger the clove you plant as a seed, the larger the bulb will get, or larger the bulb has the potential to get. Without a large clove as a seed, like if you planted something this size, the bulb wouldn't come out much bigger than that. See, last year, this is what I was getting, and a lot of them. I don't think I'm going to get last year's numbers on this either, which is unfortunate to me. See, this is the bulb I just discarded, and all the cloves are dried out and rotted already. Not going to be of any use to me. So, this is my garlic harvest for the year. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Problem is, the longer you seem to leave them to dry out, the more of the useful herb you're losing. 74. Okay, so the count is in, and I guess technically I beat last year's harvest of, last year was 72, this year is 74. The problem is, for me, I have a lot more this size and not nearly enough this size. Would have rathered a lot more this size. I don't know exactly what went wrong or what I could have done differently. What do you do? You put seed in the ground and you hope it comes. Sometimes that's the best you can do. I might have dropped one or two back into the basket here while I was getting ready to count them, but I don't think so. And it wouldn't really have affected the size of the garlic cloves that I was getting anyway. That happened all while it was growing in the ground. Maybe it was too hot for them. We had a pretty hot summer here this year. Maybe it wasn't enough rain, or the soil was too compacted. I don't know. There's a bunch of things that it could have been. All I could do is plant more for next year and hope for the best. Now, yeah. So, what's the mushroom part of this video? I mentioned it in the beginning, and there's something I'm going to try a bit different. I have a mushroom growing kit. Now, the idea is that you take the box, you open up the packaging, and you get this. You're supposed to cut off the bag close on the top of the bag here and fold the bag out over and saturate and keep misting it every day, a couple of times a day, and in a few weeks you're supposed to grow mushrooms. That sounds well and good, but I don't think I want to do it that way. I want to try something else that I saw on YouTube. So this is a bit of an expensive gamble for me, to my mind, because I spent $35 on this growing kit, and I don't know if this is going to work. So this is old laundry basket. It's currently filled with hay from my chicken's nesting box. And now it has a bunch of garlic peels and stuff in it, a few stalks. And what I'm thinking, I'm going to break up this chunk and put it around the edges. Maybe put some more sawdust in here, because apparently it's a wood-loving type of mushroom. And I'm going to see if I can get them to grow out of the basket in the shed. So I'm planning on keeping this mostly in the shed. Our temperatures are still fairly high. And apparently the mushrooms only need about 10 to 12 degrees to grow and germinate and do everything. Doesn't have any particular smell at this point. It looks like a big pile of chicken poop though. But I'm hoping that by putting it in the basket, I can get more mushrooms to grow out of the side of the basket instead of just on the top of this chunk of mycelium, basically. So this is the mushroom grow kit that I'm using. It was 35 bucks, comes from a local place, and it's supposed to grow chestnut mushrooms. We'll see how that works out. There's a fine network of mycelium going through this. I don't know if what I'm doing is a good idea or not. Let's face it, it's probably not. On top of this, I'm going to add some potting soil and probably some sawdust. So a little bit of time has passed since the last part of this video. Battery died on my camera. Happens. So my mushroom basket, I had a layer of old hay in the bottom, and I put the mushroom starter kit, broke it up and put it around the top. Then I put some sawdust onto it, because this type of mushroom apparently likes sawdust, or at least likes old wood and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that that would help. And then I put a layer of potting soil on top of it. Now, the potting soil is not really there for the mushrooms to grow in. That's not really its purpose. The purpose is really just to keep the sawdust there, to add another little layer for insulation, to help keep the starting mix at a temperature that it should like, hopefully. This is all an experiment, so it is entirely possible, entirely likely even, that this will fail. I don't want it to fail. I hope it doesn't fail, but I am prepared for the fact that it could. The temperature range for this particular mushroom to be happy and comfortable in, according to the brochure that came with the kit, was about 10 to 12 degrees. By next year, in the spring, hopefully, the weather starts coming up and the mycelium from the mushrooms will start growing again, and hopefully I can get some more mushrooms out of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know very much about mushrooms. I've watched a few videos. That hardly makes me even an amateur. So I'm adult with a packaged starter kit that is hoping that be able to grow more out of it than I should probably hope to get. So hopefully we'll grow some mushrooms, and I can tell you what chestnut mushrooms taste like if and when I get to harvest some. I've never had them. I don't know much more than the brochure tells me to expect. So it should be an interesting experience. So this has been another video for Hearthstone Light Exports. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you maybe learned something. And I hope you come back and see me again soon. You have yourself a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.